Hello! As you know, I'm very much into scrapbooking and I've already shared a couple videos about how I make my layouts. And today I want to share with you how I organize my scrapbooking stash. So I don't have too much of a big stash. I keep everything in this cupboard here. The top part is my analog cameras and my films and all that. And the bottom is my stationery stuff mainly. So when I open it, let me take you guys with me. So when I open it, basically everything I mainly use is in this blue box here. And I have some pens over there. And then the rest of my pens is in here along with some other items. And the bottom is for my scrapbooking A4 papers, my designer paper sets, and also the binder that I currently use to make my scrapbooking in. So let's take a closer look at what we have here. I have some stamps and actually my ink pads in here that I'll show you in a bit. And then my tapes and guillotine. And once those are out, the rest is what I use the most. So I have my different papers here. These are the ones that are small squares, or I also have one pad that's like even smaller. And then I have my stamps, like different ones here. I have some glues and scissors and stuff in there. I have my tapes, the washi tapes, that I don't use as much as I would like to. And then when we come here, this is mainly the smaller items that I have. So this actually holds the leftover papers from different projects. And the photos that I need to scrapbook are in this. And my son is here to say hello, so I'll probably get him out of the way. And then I have like these are the Christmas themed stuff, and then I have like family stamps, which actually mean like I got one that says my dad, my hero, and I have one for mom. So basically everything I own is in here that I use for most of my projects. So you've already seen these in the box, but these are my alphabet stamps. Normally they were actually in a clear package, but the package started falling away, sort of. So what I did was I actually, okay, this is the right way, I think. I cut this up to fit in here. And I'm keeping these because it's harder to see some of the letters when they're all in here. So like I can't really distinguish between like B and D and stuff when they're all upside down. So I take a look at these to make sure, and I just keep the brand just in case I need them again. And as far as ink pads go, in a previous video I have already mentioned that I use the small ones from Memento, and I realized that I have quite a few, and they sort of fit perfectly in this glass box. Initially I bought this to fit them in, but I realized I have one more than it fits in here. So here we go. And I have already in a previous video shared my binder. This is the scrapbook that I'm currently doing. And for the backing papers and other things, I have these gray papers as a set that I keep buying as I run out. And these are 120 grams, so they are thicker, not as thick as cardboard, but more sturdy. And I have these, which are 80 grams, so they're quite thin, but in a bunch of different colors. So I use these as backing papers in some of the projects. And my gray box had my smaller papers, But as you know, scrapbooking papers come in larger sizes like A4, like letter size or even bigger. So I got this binder, and so I have different sets in each of these, and if I can turn it around, okay. And for the ones that don't fit, I actually put them in like separate folders, so that when I pick one up, I actually end up knowing which color I have. So that's pretty much it. That's all I use. I know people have like these huge scrapbooking stacks and different like crafting areas, but we live in a very small house, so I don't really have a crafting area. So this basically is it, and thankfully I can fit everything in here. And when I want to do a project, I just take out the gray box, which holds almost everything except these. So these stay in the bottom shelf, and the gray box holds everything, which is a lifesaver. So if you have any questions about the things I mentioned, or want to know more about one of the scrapbooking stuff I use, just write me a line in the comments and I'll get back to you. And just subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of the new videos. Bye!